Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Checks and Balances TV. Today's program is entitled, Beware the Beneficiary Form. Naming the wrong people or failing to update those documents can create a mess for your heirs. So let's find out what the mess could be and how to correct it so it doesn't happen to you and your family. Think your estate planning is done once you've gone to the trouble of making out a will? Well, think again. All your hard work can be undone with a stroke of a pen when you open a bank account, brokerage account, or retirement account. Increasingly, investors have the option of naming beneficiaries directly on a wide range of financial products. Of course, the appeal is when the account owner dies, the assets go directly to the beneficiaries named on the accounts and bypassing the sometimes long and costly probate process. But here's the problem. Because these beneficiary designations override your will, they need to be carefully coordinated with your overall estate plan. You see, a carelessly named beneficiary on a financial account can cause the loved one to be disinherited, a disabled child to lose their government benefits, and heirs to be slapped with a big tax bill. As a matter of fact, there's a term coined for this. It's called bank teller estate destruction. And by the way, never take advice, especially estate planning advice, from your banker. They don't know what they're talking about. Another problem is that many people simply don't remember whom their beneficiaries are that they named on their accounts years ago. So I strongly recommend that you review all of your beneficiary designations regularly, at least every 2, 3, or 4 years. But certainly after you have experienced a life-changing event such as a marriage or a divorce, birth, or death of a loved one. And job changers and retirees also take note here. Beneficiary designations on retirement accounts from one company don't carry over when you roll over your 401k or your retirement plan to a new employer's plan or to an IRA. Or when you convert a regular IRA to a Roth IRA. So you must always be sure to fill out and sign new paperwork whenever you roll over any of these type of accounts. So what kinds of accounts use beneficiary forms today? Well, there's a lot of them. The first one's called a POD, which stands for Payable on Death, and that's mostly at bank accounts, such as checking accounts, savings accounts, money market accounts, CDs, savings bonds, all use a POD, again, Payable on Death, which will avoid probate, and it also supersedes your will. So even though your will says all my assets go to my 2 kids, if you put your brother or somebody else on your POD, it goes to your brother. The second one is a TOD, that stands for Transfer on Death, and that is for securities accounts, such as brokerage accounts on maybe bonds, mutual funds, and other type of securities accounts like that. And then there's a good old plain beneficiary designation that's used for annuities, life insurance, IRAs, 401ks, 403bs, and other retirement type accounts. Now, whom can you name as a beneficiary? Well, anyone you want to. It could be an individual or individuals, as many as you want. It could be a trust, it could be a charity or school or college or any other organization. Or you could just put down your estate or no one at all. But here's a big warning. You never want to leave it blank or to put your estate on there, which is terrible because most bankers and even insurance agents don't understand this, because then the courts will decide who gets your asset. So you always want to have a named beneficiary so it goes right to those people or institutions. Now, whom should not be named as your beneficiary of these kind of accounts? Well, generally a minor child or a disabled person, a child that you maybe want to disinherit, or certainly your ex-wife or ex-business partner. So be sure that you review those things on an ongoing basis. And here's a very big warning for those of you, and this could be a big mistake, for those of you who have annuities. If you and your spouse are joint annuitants and joint owners, you would naturally think that your kids should be your beneficiaries, right? The answer is wrong, and there have been lots of problems and lawsuits by unhappy beneficiaries against their agent or financial advisor. And here's what happens. Let's say you have a $300,000 annuity and you and your spouse are annuitants and owners. Well, you would naturally think that when one of you dies, the other one carries on as the owner. So you'd want to have the kids as beneficiaries. That is not the case, because most annuities treat the death of one owner or one annuitant as the death of all owners or all annuitants, and it's fully payable to the beneficiary, which in this case would be your child or children. So you can completely disinherit the surviving spouse out of an account like that with joint annuitants and joint owners. So there's a right way and a wrong way to do it, and you don't want to find out afterwards that you did it the wrong way. That's why it's so important to work with your good financial advisor and give you good sound advice of how to line up the proper beneficiaries. So really the bottom line here is that you really want to have professional advice from a professional advisor to help you review all of your beneficiary designations and your PODs and your TOD accounts. So be sure you find and work with what I call a true financial advisor to review all of your accounts every few years, and be sure that your money and assets go to the right people that you designate. I want to get one of our reports into your hands right away as well, which is entitled The Truth About How to Find a True Financial Advisor. It's no secret that most Americans mostly distrust financial institutions and advisors, and I guess it's their own fault. So it's important to find somebody, as I call it, a true financial advisor who has your best interest at heart and is more interested in helping you achieve your financial goals than how much money they can make on your money. So be sure to click on to the link next to me and get your free report, How to Find a True Financial Advisor. And by the way, if you're looking for one right away, you can call us at 877-575-2288. Again, 877-575-CBTV. Or you can email us at info@checksandbalances.tv to find a good qualified financial advisor in your area to meet with and visit with and see how they can perhaps help you achieve your financial goals. And also I want to mention my brand new book, All the Rules Have Changed, What You Must Do to Succeed in the New Financial Reality. It's a #1 Amazon bestseller. I want to get it into your hands, and all you have to do is go to alltheruleshavechanged.com to order your book, alltheruleshavechanged.com. And also I'm going to throw in 7 awesome bonuses for you for a short time for those who order my book. So you get the book today, get 7 great bonuses, all by going to alltheruleshavechanged.com. I really want to help you to build a financial fortress around your money, your family, and your future. And be sure not to miss next week's show. It's entitled Another Recent Ponzi Scheme Lands a Broker in Jail for 15 Years and Their Elderly Clients Out of $9.8 million. And finally, remember that only you can control your financial future. You can succeed. You just need confidence and determination. I'm Matt Rettick from Checks and Balances TV. Until next time, dump debt, invest wisely, believe in yourself, and make it happen. This edition of Checks and Balances TV is brought to you by American Equity Investment Life Insurance Company.